Have you ever felt that, sometimes, sharing too much steals your peace? I know how heavy that can be. That's why I will share 5 things you should never tell anyone. Not out of fear, but because silence is sacred. It protects your peace, your energy, and your destiny. Stay with me, because we will learn to cultivate an inner garden where your dreams can flourish safely. Get ready to discover the power of discretion and how it can be the key to a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Life is a journey of self-discovery and growth, where every experience offers us an opportunity to learn and evolve. Hay teaches us that we are the creators of our reality, and that every thought and word we utter shapes our future. That's why what we choose to think and say about our destiny and life purpose holds immense power. That often is best cultivated in silence. When we reveal our deepest plans and most profound dreams to everyone, even before they are rooted in our own trust, we open the door to external energy. This energy can come in the form of skepticism, envy, or even well-intentioned but misaligned opinions that can sow doubt in our hearts. Louise Hay reminds us that faith in our own path is a fundamental pillar for worthiness and fulfillment. Imagine a precious seed. You plant it in fertile soil, water it with care, and protect it from strong winds and pests, allowing it to germinate and grow in its own time, in silence. Our dreams are like these seeds. They need a period of incubation, of intimate care, and of positive affirmations to develop fully. Excessive and premature exposure can overwhelm them and compromise their healthy development. By keeping your grand plans and the purpose of your life in a sacred space of discretion, you nourish them with the pure energy of your intention. This doesn't mean isolation, but rather wisdom in choosing with whom to share. This energy of protection and self-love is the same that guides us to the next point, the importance of cultivating our seeds in silence before they sprout into the world. Just as an experienced gardener knows that seeds need a time of darkness and silence to germinate and grow strong roots, our new projects and ideas also thrive in discretion. Louise Hay teaches us that the energy of creation is delicate in its initial stages, and premature exposure can dissipate it. It is an act of self-love to protect this vital energy. When we share our incipient projects with the world, before they are solidified, we run the risk of absorbing the energy of skepticism, criticism, or even others' envy. This can undermine our trust and divert our focus, causing the seed of the project to lose its strength before it even sprouts. Think of a newborn baby. It is fragile and needs an environment of protection, affection, and nourishment to grow strong. Our projects are like these babies. They need a period of incubation, of intimate care, and of positive affirmations to develop. Excessive and premature exposure can overwhelm them and compromise their healthy development. Louise Hay encouraged us to visualize our projects as already realized, to feel the joy and gratitude for their realization, and to affirm, I am capable of manifesting my projects with ease and perfection. This internal practice, done in silence and with conviction, creates a powerful energy field that attracts the necessary circumstances and resources for success. By keeping your new projects and ideas in a space of discretion, you nourish them with the pure energy of your intention and your faith. This allows them to gain strength and resilience before being presented to the world. This wisdom of protecting what is new and vulnerable is the same that guides us to understand the purity of silent giving, a topic we will explore next. On the path of self-love and prosperity, we discover that giving is a two-way street. a continuous flow of energy that connects us to each other. However, there is a subtle yet profound difference between giving from a genuine impulse of the heart and giving to be seen for the performativity that unfortunately we see so much of today. Louise Hay would invite us to reflect. When charity becomes a spectacle, whom does it truly serve? Ancient wisdom, present in various traditions, such as the biblical one, teaches us the purity of the act of giving in silence. Do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. This is not an invitation to lack of recognition, but rather to the integrity of the act. When giving is done without the need for applause or social media posts, it remains a gesture of unconditional love, focused on the benefit of the other and the joy that the act of giving itself provides. Think of the energy that disperses when an act of kindness is immediately publicized. The intention, which should be pure and aimed at helping, can be diverted to the search for external validation. But true gratitude and true worthiness come from within, from the feeling of being aligned with the greater good. Silent giving nourishes the giver's soul in a way that no like or comment ever could. By practicing giving without fanfare, you strengthen your own inner temple, building a foundation of trust and peace that does not depend on external approval. It is an exercise in humility and connection with the universal source of abundance, which flows freely when there are no ego barriers. It is a reminder that I deserve the joy that comes from giving without expecting anything in return. This purity in giving, which manifests without the need for spotlights, is a reflection of a heart that loves itself and trusts the process of life. It is an important step towards healing old patterns of seeking approval. And this same purity and discretion are equally valuable when it comes to dealing with our own vulnerabilities and fears, a topic we will explore next. Our journey of self-love and healing leads us to a crucial point: how we deal with our deepest weaknesses and fears. Louise Hay teaches us that exposing these vulnerabilities to just anyone, without discernment, is like leaving the doors of our inner temple open to winds that can destabilize us. It's not about hiding who we are, but about protecting our sacred space, wisely choosing who has the privilege of entering it. Louise Hay's wisdom resonates here. Affirmation attracts power. Denial invites defeat. When we repeat to ourselves or to others phrases like, "I am not capable," or "I am afraid of this," we are unknowingly reinforcing these limiting beliefs. It's as if we give permission for that inner voice to become a self-fulfilling prophecy. People around us can even absorb this image and, even unintentionally, use it against us, validating what we already fear. I am strong, capable, and worthy of all protection. Imagine a warrior who, before entering battle, reveals their only weakness to everyone. The analogy is clear. Strength is not in the absence of weaknesses, but in the wisdom of how to manage and strengthen them in secret. Louise Hay encourages us to acknowledge our fears, yes, but to work on them in an environment of trust and acceptance, whether with a mentor, a therapist, or in a journal, where healing can happen without the burden of external judgment. Instead of exposing our insecurities to the world, the practice of strengthening the inner temple invites us to a silent work of self-discovery and empowerment. It is a process of transforming denial into affirmation, fear into courage, and vulnerability into a source of growth. I deserve the security of a space where I can be completely myself, without judgment. Stay with me, because soon we will have a practical exercise that will help you begin this journey of strengthening and transform guilt into gentle self-compassion. This is an invitation to direct your energy inward, to nurture your self-esteem, and to build a solid foundation of trust. But for now, reflect on the importance of protecting your weaknesses, transforming them into stepping stones for your personal ascent. And this same discretion and wisdom apply to our closest relationships, as we will see next. The harmony in our most intimate relationships, especially at home, is a treasure that needs to be guarded with care. Louise Hay used to say that harmony begins at home. Guard it like a temple. When we share personal conflicts and disagreements with the world, whether on social media or in indiscriminate conversations, we run the risk of spreading negative energy that not only harms mutual trust, but also prolongs and intensifies the conflict itself. Think of a couple arguing, and one of them decides to expose the fight to friends or family, seeking validation or venting. External interference, even if well-intentioned, often worsens the situation, adding more voices and opinions to something that should be resolved between the involved parties. This dispersion of the problem's energy prevents healing and genuine resolution, as the focus shifts from internal solution to external validation. Louise Hay reminds us that every relationship is a mirror, reflecting what we carry within us. If we seek peace and understanding, we need to cultivate them, first in our own hearts and then in the most sacred spaces of our lives. Exposing intimate disagreements is like opening the windows of a temple for dust and noise from the outside world to enter, disturbing the serenity we so long for. I am the peace I seek, and I radiate it to my home. The practical action here is to seek wise and discreet advice, if necessary, but always with the intention of resolving the conflict with love and respect, not with gossip or seeking allies. This means talking directly to the person involved, expressing your feelings clearly and lovingly, and being open to listening. It is an exercise in forgiveness and acceptance, which strengthens bonds and allows true harmony to flourish. By protecting the intimacy of your relationships, you are protecting your own energy and the energy of your home. This discretion is an act of self-love and worthiness, paving the way for a more fulfilling and happy life. And this fulfillment extends to all areas of our lives, including our health, which is what we will explore next. Our health is a direct reflection of our thoughts and emotions, a garden we cultivate every day. Louise Hay taught us that the body is always speaking to us, and that every ailment is a message, an invitation to look within and understand the mental patterns that created it. It's not about guilt, but about responsibility and personal power. When we silence complaints and open ourselves to inner listening, we begin a deep healing process that goes far beyond the physical. Often unknowingly, we feed illness with thoughts of fear, unworthiness, or repressed anger. It's as if, instead of watering the flowers, we're fertilizing the weeds. Louise Hay reminds us that true healing happens when we release these negative patterns and allow self-love and self-acceptance to fill every cell of our being. I am the perfect expression of vibrant health. Think of those colds that seem to come at the same time every year, or that chronic pain that insists on staying. Louise Hay would invite us to ask, what message is my body trying to give me? What old belief am I holding on to that prevents me from experiencing full health? Instead of fighting the symptoms, she encouraged us to embrace the body with affection, to listen to it, and to respond with affirmations of well-being and gratitude. The journey of health and healing is a continuous act of love and trust in the process of life. It's understanding that our body has an innate wisdom to regenerate, and that we can support it with positive thoughts, proper nutrition, and a lifestyle that honors our essence. I deserve radiant health and abundant energy. By dedicating ourselves to this listening and to cultivating uplifting thoughts, we open the doors to a health that is not just the absence of disease, but a vibration of joy and vitality. This same energy of worthiness and abundance manifests in all areas of our lives, including our prosperity, which is what we will explore next. When we talk about prosperity, it's natural for our minds to go to money. And yes, money is an important part of abundance, but Louise Hay taught us that true prosperity is much broader. It encompasses time, love, health, joy, success, comfort, and wisdom. It's the feeling that the universe provides all our needs and that we are worthy of receiving all that is good. I am a magnet for prosperity in all its forms. Often, unknowingly, we carry limiting beliefs about money and abundance, learned in childhood or through past experiences. Phrases like, "money doesn't grow on trees," or "I'm not good enough to have a lot," become powerful affirmations that block the flow of prosperity in our lives. Louise Hay invited us to question these beliefs, to understand that they are just thoughts, and that, as thoughts, they can be changed. Think about how you feel about money. Is it a source of worry or gratitude? Do you see it as scarce or as energy that flows freely? Louise Hay encouraged us to bless the money we have no matter how little, and to visualize abundance arriving from all directions. It's an exercise in trust in the universe and in our ability to create. I deserve all the abundance the universe has to offer. Prosperity is not something we need to desperately pursue, but rather something we attract when we align our consciousness with abundance. It's like a river that flows naturally. If we put up barriers, the water stagnates. By releasing the fear of scarcity and embracing gratitude for what we already have, we make space for more and more well-being to enter our lives. Cultivating a mindset of prosperity is an act of self-love and worthiness. It's understanding that we are part of a generous universe that wants to see us flourish in all areas. By honoring this truth, we not only attract more to ourselves, but we also become channels for abundance to flow to others. And that is the beauty of living in harmony with universal laws, which lead us to a full and happy life. This exercise is an invitation to create a sacred space within you, a sanctuary where your most precious thoughts, your most vulnerable dreams, and your most delicate emotions can be nurtured and strengthened, away from external noise. Step 1. Create your inner sanctuary journal. Choose a notebook or journal that is special to you. This journal will be your most loyal confidant, the place where you can record what Louise Hay invites us to guard with care, your deepest spiritual experiences. Write down your meditations, insights, moments of connection, and gratitude. Allow the energy of these experiences to deepen within you before any sharing. Your grand plans and dreams. Write about your boldest goals, your most cherished projects. Visualize them growing and taking shape in silence, away from any energy that is not of unconditional support. Your acts of kindness and charity. Record the times you reached out, helped someone, or made a donation. Feel the purity of your intention and the joy it brought you, without the need for external validation. Your weaknesses and fears. This is the safe place to name your vulnerabilities, your most intimate fears. By writing them down, you acknowledge them and bring them into the light of your consciousness, allowing healing to begin in an environment of total acceptance and self-love. Family and personal conflicts. Use this space to process disagreements, to express your anger or frustration constructively. Write what you would like to say, what you feel, and seek clarity to find internal solutions before any external exposure. Step 2. The daily protective affirmation. Every day, upon waking or before sleeping, and whenever you feel the need to protect your energy, look in the mirror or place your hand over your heart and repeat this affirmation with conviction. I am a sanctuary of peace and light. I protect my energy and my dreams with love and wisdom. I trust the process of life and my discernment to know what to keep and what to share. I am safe, loved, and worthy of all harmony. Practice with consistency. Make your journal a daily or weekly habit. Regularity strengthens the practice. Intention. When writing, set the intention to nurture and protect every aspect of your life. Listening. When repeating the affirmation, feel the energy of the words in your body. Allow them to take root in your consciousness. This exercise helps strengthen your self-love, trust, and inner wisdom, allowing you to flourish away from external distractions and judgments. The journey to a full and harmonious life is a path of self-love and discernment. Every step you take towards protecting your energy, cultivating your dreams in silence, and the purity of your giving is an act of profound love for yourself. Allow yourself to be gentle, patient, and accepting with every part of your being, celebrating every small victory in your process of healing and growth. True prosperity blossoms in the garden of your soul, watered by trust and gratitude. If this video touched your heart, I invite you to subscribe to the channel to continue receiving more teachings that will nourish your soul and guide your steps towards a life of more inner peace, worthiness, and joy. Together, let's flourish and radiate this light to the world.